Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here. Thanks for joining me today as we look at some of my favorite shiny Red Sox parallels from the 21st century, the Topps Chrome Refractors. So I did show in a recent video sort of a rummage of some baseball cards where I touched on those three blue Red Sox Topps Chrome Refractors that you see up in the background there among many other cards, and got me to thinking just how much I love the different colored refractors in Topps Chrome every year, and actually have a stack of them that I've been meaning to get to here. These were acquired long ago over the years, but I've never shown any of them here on the YouTube channel, and I'm just going to go through these, talk briefly about them, and we're just going to do a entirely Topps Chrome refractor based rummage on today's video. These are all going to be Red Sox cards, and they're all going to be colored refractors out of Topps Chrome. So we're going to start with a 2005. This is a black refractor of Trot Nixon, the Dirt Dog fan favorite. And what was so awesome about the Topps Chrome refractors back then, they did etching. Look at the work on the jersey there and the folds in the jersey. It's not the best etching you'll ever see. It's certainly not Panini Prism level etching or anything like that, but at least Topps was making some effort to give us some etching. You can see inside the shoe there and the shin guard, just pretty neat. These are cool refractors. The blacks are numbered out of, let's see if I can get this to focus, 225. And looks like this is the first one off the print line, copy 1 of 225, Trot Nixon. So beautiful card there. Next up, we got a 2009 blue. So this will nicely match the Mike Lowell that you see in the background there. Josh Beckett, World Series champion with Boston, and later authored a no-hitter. And a really cool card there of him communicating with the catcher, with his battery mate, and a really nice shine on the refractors. No etching at this point by 2009, but they did still do the refractor technology over the player, whereas in more recent sets, the player is sort of a matte finish, and it's only the background that has the refractor applied, so that's interesting. Here's one from 2011, which was one of my favorite designs of all time from Topps. And you can see what I'm talking about here. So by 2011, they had already transitioned to the player being matte and not having the refractor technology applied, and the refractor only being in the background. But this is a 2011 black of Josh Beckett to go with that blue. So black and blue Beckett's today. And these were numbered out of 100, as Topps Chrome black refractors often are. We move into 2012, and I bought a decent amount of 2012 Topps Chrome for one reason, which we'll get to in a minute. But first and foremost, here's a blue Clay Buchholz, who threw a no-hitter early in his career with the Red Sox. This one also has a matte player, but has almost like etching just around the outline of the player. And nice blue there. I'm particular to the blues, blacks, and reds for the Red Sox because I think they just look really nice. This one's out of 199. And then also had a sepia or sepia Josh Beckett. So this is from the earlier days where the sepias were actually serial numbered. And pretty rare at that. This is numbered out of 75 copies, which was the case for sepias at least a couple of years. I know that was the case in 2014 as well, where Xander Bogaerts' rookie came. And then I've mentioned this before, and I think I touched on it in the last baseball rummage video, but my favorite player to collect in the hobby for about 1 to 2 years, around 2011 to 2012, on the Red Sox was Adrian Gonzalez. And I put together a nice little run. It's not a complete rainbow or anything, but I have a pretty good run of his Topps Chrome cards here. And we start with this one, which is the base refractor. To go along with that, also picked up the X-fractor, which these always look pretty nice. That checkerboard effect. Then we get into some serial numbered Gonzalez from 2012. I've got the blue to match that Clay Buchholz that we saw a minute ago. Pretty cool there. That's numbered out of 199. I've got the black Adrian Gonzalez. This is numbered out of 100. So starting to get a little bit rarer here. He's not going to make the Hall of Fame or anything. I think he dealt with some injuries and things and actually retired relatively early. I do think he ended up with over 2,000 career hits, though, and was certainly a very good hitter for average for quite a while. Here's his Sepia to match that Josh Beckett Sepia. So this is numbered out of 75. And then, like I said, Gonzalez was my guy. And, back in 2012, things definitely were not the way they are now with the hobby. So it was easier to delve a little deeper into some of the rarer parallels. So here is a gold out of 50. And if you're a player collector nowadays, you know that the Topps Chrome Gold is not always an easy get, even for like mid-level players like this. So happy to have that one from 10 years ago now. And then these are two that are really beautiful. Here is the red, which, I mean, for a Red Sox card, getting the red refractor is about as good as it gets. These are very, very tough, though. As you can see on the back, numbered out of just 25. So this is copy 2 of 25, but what a beautiful looking card of Adrian Gonzalez. Happy to have that one. And then I actually have one that's rarer than that. As I said, I never completed the full rainbow or anything like that, but check out this atomic refractor. This will look familiar to fans of Topps Chrome Sapphire, because Sapphire basically is just atomic technology. But back in this era, in 2012, when this came out, an atomic refractor was a really tough get. These are actually serial numbered, as they were for quite a few years, to just 10 copies. So copy 5 of 10 on the Adrian Gonzalez atomic refractor from 2012 Topps Chrome. So we're going to go ahead and put that one up in the background there. Love atomic. Can never go wrong with those cards. Absolutely beautiful. Now we move into 2013, and I've got a couple black refractors numbered out of 100. We got Shane Victorino, the Flying Hawaiian, and Will Middlebrooks, the flash-in-the-pan third base star who had a couple really good seasons early on. Quite a few Red Sox fans, myself included, thought he was going to be a pretty big deal at the major league level. He did last quite a few years, but he never really recaptured the magic of those first, couple seasons in Boston when he was manning the hot corner. But always loved the image on this 2013 Topps Chrome card of Will's. He's certainly got some very, very nice cards over the years. That is just fantastic. Look at that midair dive at third base. Love it. Happy to be one of the 100 owners of the black refractor of that card. Here's one out of Topps Heritage. This is the Heritage Chrome refractor of Jacoby Elsberry, another guy who really never recaptured the magic of his first couple of seasons, but was a fun player to watch. And these refractors in 2013 just look amazing in Topps Heritage. Love that background. Just beautiful, beautiful card. From 2014, I seem to kind of pick like one card a year in Topps Chrome for the Red Sox, or I did back in the day, that I kind of did a deep dive on. And I don't think this is the sum total of what I have, but in 2014, for me, that card was Grady Sizemore. I love this card for two reasons. Number one, he was a pretty successful player who you don't think of as being on the Boston Red Sox. Sizemore is definitely remembered more as a Cleveland Indian, where he made his name. So I love this late career card of him with Boston. Always been a fan of players in unfamiliar uniforms, especially players who are pretty recognizable in other uniforms. And and then secondly, the photo itself is just amazing. So he's coming in here celebrating after, I don't know if he hit a home run or just made a sacrifice fly or something like that, but he's coming in and getting some recognition from his teammates in the dugout. It's just awesome. So I always loved this image and did get the black of that out of 100. Also got the blue of that particular 2014 Topps Chrome, once again out of 199. And with this one, I actually picked up a third copy, and this is the second of these that we'll have seen today, but got the gold out of 50, Grady Sizemore. So this is not a valuable card. I mean, Grady Sizemore is not going to be a Cooperstown member or anything like that in the future, but I just love the image. And as I said, I'm a total sucker for Topps Chrome. Have been for many years, as you can see here with the purchases that I was making, 10 years ago, a lot of them being Topps Chrome refractors even back then. And then here's another, this is pretty unbelievable, but the second red refractor in today's video, also from 2014, the Will Middlebrooks. So again, not a popular player, but sneaky rare at just 25 copies, or scarce, I should say. And then the final card to close things out, a 2015 green Edwin Escobar, and he was not really anything to write home about. I simply grabbed this one off ComC because, as I've said numerous times in this video, I'm a sucker for Topps Chrome colored refractors, and this was dirt cheap. And again, love in the 2015 release how the refractor element gets treated kind of along the lower border. Just fantastic looking refractors. So that is a wrap. There's, I don't know how many it was, a couple dozen maybe, just shiny Red Sox Topps Chrome refractors from over the years. So just beautiful cards. You can't go wrong with these if you're a fan of modern shine, and really happy that I've got kind of an array of those like that in the Red Sox collection. So we'll call it here for today. Appreciate you stopping by to check out some Red Sox shine here on the channel, and I'll certainly be back in the very near future with some more sports card content. Until then, stay safe and enjoy the hobby.